Hello everyone. Going right into the cards today. The Dragon Oracle by Diana Cooper. And the first card is White Gold Dragon from Lyra. Powerful. It says, connects you to the highest Christ light. Develop your causal chakra. Bathe in the ninth dimensional Christ light. Yeah, the causal chakra is way up here. So as I look at this, I love this because it looks so beautiful, and it looks like she's just fully present and beautiful in her white light. So let's see what this has to say. Okay. It says, these white gold dragons are attracted to you now because you already carry Christ light in your aura. Ask one to take you to the ninth dimensional pool of Christ energy held in Lacume. Visualize yourself bathing in this pool with shimmering white light and swirls with pure love and light. Feel yourself absorbing all you are ready to receive. Boy, doesn't that sound lovely, just bathing in a pool of Christ light. When you return, contribute to feel the white gold light in your aura and practice unconditional love in your daily light. Your aura will radiate the incredible high frequency of white gold, and the white gold dragon from Lyra will support you by continuing to pour Christ light into you. Take time to find a quiet, still place where you can listen to its wisdom and guidance. So I know often people get a little bent out of shape when I'm using the word Christ or whatever. And what I want to tell you is not to, take it for whatever it is. If you don't want to say Christ light, the highest light. But that's a beautiful card. Okay. Mystical Wisdom by Gay Guthrie. Here we are. Beautiful deck. Okay. So we're going to pull one for today from this deck. I love the artistry on here. It's by Josephine Wall. What beautiful, beautiful cards. All right, so let's pull one. Unicorn, invite serendipity. Look at this goddess that has turned into a beautiful unicorn. Amazing. She's in this just lying and resting, and it looks like she is the unicorn. It's a goddess that turned into the unicorn. And so many times we think this stuff is just mystical and not real or fantasy. And no, why not? Why not? I love these books that have alphabetical. Okay. Mysterious, playful, and pure. The unicorn is universally beautiful, mysterious, and difficult to capture or tame. It is fierce and protective, yet admirable. The unicorn is the symbol of serendipity, the occurrence of events by chance in a happy or beneficial way. This card represents good luck and making unexpected and favorable discoveries. Expect magic to happen. Luck is on your side, and the mantra is, I accept and invite serendipity into my life. I love that. So this week, really be looking for that. Wisdom of Avalon by Colette Byron Reed. Love this deck. The Grail Knight. Ooh, beautiful. Romance, illusion, seeking the sacred. Look at the Grail Knight on his knees, offering the sacredness of spirit. as I look at this, it's very reverent. It reminds me of the male energy connecting into the divine feminine energy and to spirit. So this is just a beautiful, boy, this week looks really powerful. So let me find that. All right. All right. The Grail Knight. Romance and the seeking of that which is sacred. Such are the missions of the Grail Knight. He represents the coming together of all elements to form perfect life through a union of heaven and earth. Or he signifies a romantic union of lover with lover. In the beginning of all relationships, there's a time when everything is perfect. One seeks out the discovery of love in the treasures of the other, all the while holding up a mirror in which beauty and perfection are reflected. There is both truth and illusion. When the Grail Knight appears, he lets you know that you are your own beauty, perfection, and innermost desires may be reflected in the mirror that's held up by the love of another. Indeed, love is in the air. Perhaps it's also a time for you to fall in love with yourself. If you don't, you run the risk of attracting the same affirmation from the outside world. Love attracts love, be love, and you shall find love. A gentle warning, light cannot exist without shadow, so don't be focused by the illusion of perfection. Be willing to see the shadow and ask for honesty. Then you can never be disappointed, for this is a fortunate omen. I love that. Heaven and earth. And we have to remember, although most of you ladies out there love all the chick flicks and the romantic ones, they all make everything out to be beautiful, don't they? Happily ever after, everything's wonderful. And even more so than that, what about the relationships that you stick with, that you work through problems, that you love unconditionally, that you recognize this is driving me nuts in him or her because I've got the same thing going on inside of me? So it's important to recognize that and know that nothing's perfect, okay? If you're on earth, you're not perfect. But out of this, we can bring the shadow into the light and heal ourselves as well through the relationship. So I like that. Okay. Magdalene Oracle. Ooh, I heard a little woof from Ben. He hasn't barked since he had his surgery, so that's interesting. Must be starting to feel better. All right. Intimacy. What do we got going on here this week? What calls to me is she's got nothing to hide. She's naked, she's wide open, and as we've started this run this week with the Christ light, the unicorn, the Grail Knight, and now intimacy, I'm anxious to see what this has to say. You may have been emotionally hurt in the past, and as a result, you are now reluctant to share your feelings with others because you fear being hurt again. It is understandable that you have placed a protective shield around your heart. However, it's now time to drop the armor because at present it's preventing a worthwhile relationship from forming. There is someone who dearly loves you, and the love this person has for you is real. However, he or she is afraid to reveal their true feelings for fear of rejection. Like you, they also fear being hurt. Trust and share your feelings and experiences openly and honestly. You'll be amazed at what unfolds. The most intimate relationships are usually formed through tears and laughter. So don't be afraid to express your feelings, fears, and vulnerabilities. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace the new. I just think it's so fascinating that it comes on the heels of the Grail night. Really, this could be a story we're reading here. So the last thing is Psychic Tarot by John Holland. Again, I hadn't used it for so long, and then I used it last week and wanted to use it again. 3 cards. One popped out. Okay, some powerful cards. All right, so we've had this lovely la 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 week, and then boom, the Tower card, for those of you that know tarot, or disruption. So disruption is not necessarily a bad thing, even though I used to hate the the Tower card. It was the worst one in the deck as far as I was concerned. But sometimes disruption is necessary and is needed in order to get to something better, right? So we have all these wonderful cards, and then boom. So let's see. A sudden, usually unforeseen disruption or major change is happening or is about to take place. Even if it appears to be a negative experience, it can lead to enlightenment or a total shift in your lifestyle. In the traditional tarot meanings, this card represents the falling tower that eventually crumbles due to its weak foundation. Whichever part of your life you focus on, this is an opportunity to rebuild with a solid, positive structure to make you or the situation even stronger. There are times when the most difficult situations arise in your life. If you choose to, they can act as a catalyst to heal other areas. They're beneficial because they're truly your greatest teachers. Learn from past mistakes, accept them, integrate them into your life as stepping stones. To be forewarned is to be forearmed. This disruption card is a reminder that negative thinking, limiting beliefs, ignoring problematic situations, and risky or careless lifestyles must be addressed so that positive changes can take place. Life has a habit of moving you forward whether you're ready or not. Transformation of body, mind, and soul can happen if you view this dramatic time or change as an opportunity for growth. In the future, you may look back and be thankful for this opportunity. The Tower. So, I love the thing about how John Holland said stepping stones. Because think about stepping stones. If you're in a brook and you're stepping on the stones to get to the other side, you know, you could have things happen. You could lose your balance, right? Twist your ankle. You could fall back off in the water, whatever. But you're going somewhere. You're getting to someplace better. So that is interesting. Then the next card is the waiting game. We don't like this, right? We don't like to have to wait. We want everything yesterday. And we were going along so lovely. Just beautiful. We were having such a good week. I'm not saying we're going to have a bad week, but it was all like magical, and then boom. Okay. This card indicates, first of all, what I see on it is the, what do they call that? The sands of time that you flip over. So on one side, the tree is barren. On the other side, the tree is growing. There's new growth here, and that's what calls to me. Sometimes we have to wait for the new growth. This card indicates that you've worked hard to set things in motion in certain areas of your life, and you're now waiting for the results to come to fruition. The number 2 is all about choices and decisions. In the past, you may have been afraid of making decisions or choices, But now you're no longer held prisoner by this fear of the constraints of old beliefs. Expect the best and be open to the limitless power of your intuition, which is presently very strong. Trust and use it to assist you. Achievement and success are assured, but once obtained, don't let it challenge you. Remember who you are, the effort that it took to get to this point, and the gratitude you need to show to the people who helped you. I love that. That's for sure. Nobody would get to where they wanted to be in life if they didn't have support around them. So thank all of you. Okay, stay on your spiritual path, for it will continue to guide you on the journey of your soul. Wow, yes. And one last one, truth. I love the depictions. We have a doorway that we're getting ready to walk through. We're on the scales. This is the Justice card, getting ready to walk through a doorway. The qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening, clarity, and the revelation of truth and cosmic consciousness. At times it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. This card comes forth to do that. Evaluation of the past, along with the lessons you've learned or still need to understand, must now be a top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced spiritual mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life. Well, that was a repeat of the Disruption card. Don't make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you'll ever know. Using the powers of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not obvious will now be realized and understood. Be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. Well, that's a big one. Are you going to have an awakening, step through into the universe? Or are you going to wait for signs? Big, big, big. So we get to bathe in the pool of the light. Remember synchronicity or serendipity this week. The love piece, being kind to yourself and others. The Grail Knight, loving spirit. Even if something happens this week that you wouldn't have picked to have happened to you, and you feel like you're paused for a reason, there is a reason. And then claiming your truth. Feels like an important one this week. I love these first four cards. They're just so, feels like a breath of fresh air. So anyways, enjoy your week, enjoy your day, and do something for you.